Well, yes, I made it. Kind of on time. We'll see how well it goes. And that's crooked. I guess we'll see. Maybe. Hey, Dom. Yeah, I'm a minute or so behind. Hi, Kodiak. Hopefully the quality's going to be better up here today. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, I know I'm late, Beer Art. Yep. Yeah, well, I have my kids at my parents' house, so I had to stop in and say hi. Hey, Uncensored. Glad you could make it. Hey, Sunflower. Hey, Bang Bang. Glad you could get to one. Hey, Spencer. Hey, Spencer. I hope you saw the interview with Mr. Grossman. I have the other one with Stephen Willoughby that's going to be going up there soon. Okay. Hey, Liberty. Hey, Mayor. Hey, Bisky. Glad everybody could join. Hey, today I think is kind of important. The last time I discussed this was on my martial arts broadcast I did years ago, and I think it's extremely. That's right, Williford. My bad, Uncensored. Yeah. I talked about this because a very good friend of mine had published a book, basically, and it's about the self-defense of the mind, and it's a practical self-defense. And he was inspired after he saw a female martial artist who was a third-degree black belt be an emotional wreck. So basically, the book was called Emotional Self-Defense. Oh, I'm sorry, Bisky, if it's lagging. Well, here's the point I want to make, because I think it's really important. And this is mostly for the females that are out there. So, guys, I need you to take heed to this, because you're responsible for a lot of this, too. Hey, Shady. Hey, David. Hey, Veteran. Okay. And I'm going to ask this of all the females. And please take what I say seriously, because this is very important. After I did this radio show with this writer of this book, who was a friend of mine, there was a woman that contacted us from Las Vegas and said she had been out with a person and they tried this on her. Okay? So, that being said, hey, Walking. This is for all the females that are listening. How much does a man have to spend on you on a date before you feel obligated to kiss the person? Remember what I just said. How much does a man have to spend on you on a date to make you feel obligated to kiss them? And this is for the females. I'm glad, Liberty, I'm glad you're saying that. But if a man spends an exuberant amount of money on a first date, don't you feel almost uncomfortable? Because you feel like, what does this person want from me? Hey, Tranny. Hey, Pastry. Now, when we talked to a group of teenagers, okay, all the females had a price, which blew me away. I did not think this. All the females had a price. $30, $40, $50, and then they feel obligated they have to kiss them. And so what I'm trying to get my point across is, I'm sorry, Bisky. What the point I'm trying to get across is, when is a gift no longer a gift and becomes a bribe? Because it's not a gift anymore. If someone takes you on a date and wants you to feel guilty enough because they've spent so much money that they are going to get something extra from a date, okay? That you feel obligated somehow to do more, that's a problem. It's no longer a date. It's no longer a gift. It's a bribe. If someone gives you something and you feel obligated to give them something in return, or if they're intentionally, if they feel you owe them something in return, okay, because your feelings are, that's up to you. But if a person gives you something and they want something in return, it's not a gift, it's a bribe, okay? So what I'm saying now is, for the females, make sure that this is completely on the table before you ever, I mean, truth be told, if you're going to go on a date with someone, you probably should know a little bit more about them before you agree to this, okay? Yes, Tranny, that was my gun, thank you. So, what happens is this woman contacted us after we did this show and thanked us because this guy had taken her out on a date in Las Vegas and spent a lot of money. And then when he went to drop her back off at the house, basically, he said, well, aren't you going to invite me in? And she said, no. No. And he said, but I just spent all that money. Literally his words, I just spent all that money. And she said, if you're that lonely, get a puppy. Which I thought was amazing. Okay? Hey, yes, man. Hi, Eggman. So she was able to identify what the bribe was. The bribe was this exuberant amount of money to guilt the person. Hey, Fred. It was to guilt the person into doing more than just going on the date with them. Now, guys, I know for a fact there are people in this group that have gone out on a date and have spent a good amount of money and wanted a kiss and didn't get one and was like thinking to themselves, damn, I just spent all that money. So think about that. So, yeah, feel the beers. That may be your best bet. Don't go on a date in Sin City. So, I mean, that's the big issue, and this is going to get people. Man, what is going on with the chat, guys? Everybody's having problems with the chat today. And I don't understand why. Chicks thought you were a gentleman because you were poor. It may be to an advantage to be poor. Oh man, I'm guys. Hey, yeah, Liberty, that's the truth, and that's what happens when you find a quality person also. You know, for all you women, I'm telling you right now, if a guy can't make it through the first date, second date, or third date without a little lip action, you've got a problem there. Do you know how many dates I had to go on with my wife? A lot. Chat test. You said hello right after I go on, just seeing where it posts. Okay. Wow. How far are we behind, Spencer? Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry you missed a good portion of the topic, but... Well, Tranny, let me tell you something. If you desire to spend money and you expect sex because you're spending money. Why are you... Okay, this is going to sound crude and rude, but if that's all you want, get a hooker. Yeah, Mayor, I'm glad you said it. Get a hooker. I'm just saying. Hey, Andrew. Well, that's just it. But, Tranny, a lot of guys are trying to trap women into guilt that way. Hey, Kill Switch. A lot of guys will go out and spend a ton of money. Like, oh, I'm going to guilt this person's going to... And they will do it to guilt the person. That's funny, Fred. So, yeah, that's when it's no longer a gift. It's no longer a date. It's a bribe. And they're treating you like a whore. Because if they think that because they've spent so much money that you are obligated to give them something more than just a, that was really nice, I had a lot of fun, have a great evening, maybe we can do this again. If they're expecting more than that, there's a problem there. Okay? And I know women that will say that right up front. I don't want you spending a lot of money on me. We'll just go out. This Vegas friend was actually in her early 30s. And she wasn't a friend. She was a listener to my old radio show. Okay? But the person that wrote this book is older than me. Wow, I can't tell if the chat's quitting, guys. So, yeah, this woman in her 30s, she was single, obviously. Maybe not obviously in Vegas, but oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Everything seems to be okay, Spencer. That's good. So be very careful too, because even if you just like, you could have money and you just like spending it, okay? But the perception, okay? You have to understand the person that you may be going out on a date with. The perception of you spending a lot of money on them may make them, maybe they had an experience like that before. So maybe it's something like, hey, don't take this personally. Don't take this as anything more than what it is. I just like to go out and have a good time. Don't worry. Everything's on me. We'll hang out. You know what I mean? So they don't get this thing in their head like, oh, here's another one. Okay? Because maybe the person that feels guilty about that, maybe it has to do with their self-esteem. Maybe they don't feel like they're worth it. Think about that. So how am I going to be worth it if I don't do something more than just go on a date with this someone? Self-esteem issues. So I have to do more to make myself worthy of that kind of expenditure on me. Okay? So think about that. The best way to build up someone's self-esteem is to show them that they're worth that. Bang, bang? Oh, hell no. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Yeah. So, see, I'm so glad that I'm not a rich guy. When I was courting my wife, dating her, which was just an amazing time in my life. Just the fact that she wanted anything to do with me blew my mind. Yeah, self-esteem is for losers. Yeah, right, Field. So, but all I'm saying is if someone doesn't have that self-worth, This is where this stuff happens. And let me tell you something, a scumbag who's only after one thing is going to find that. Yeah, Kodiak, you're sick. Oh my God, what has this turned into? You guys are awful. You guys are awful. Yeah, I know. I am Dom, huh? What, am I just playing hard to get or something? Guys, think about what I'm saying. Oh, your language is terrible, guys. Come on now. Behave. Behave. Yeah, that would be good, Dom, if he actually had a comment on what we're talking about. Okay, Dom, I'm going to put you on the spot, seeing that you want to be in the spotlight. How much did you spend on your wife on your first date? Come on, Dom. Come on. How much did you spend on your wife? Let's hear it. Oh, you're full of it. You lie. She took you out. Oh, my God. I have no respect for your wife anymore. I'm sorry. Yep, that says a lot. No respect for her anymore. Hey, B West. Oh my God. Okay, Dom. Did she kiss you on the first date? Or did you feel obligated to kiss her because she took you out? Did you feel obligated? Was it a bribe? Hey, Walking Bear, I don't know if I had said hi to you. Welcome aboard. Come on, Dom. No, I stayed over and talked all night in her... Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Really? Oh, my God. Yep. He's a male feminist. So when you hear stories like that, other guys are going to be thinking, that's kind of creepy. And some guys are thinking, what a dweeb. He didn't even go for it. Some guys will think that. Whoops. And then other guys will be like, oh, if he was really a gentleman, he wouldn't have been in her bed. Just saying. I have a field of beer. I don't think it's past tense on that. So. No, Dom, that's cool. But, I don't know about the whole hanging out in a female's bed on the first date. But that's you. I'm not going to judge you. Hey, hell you bear. Well, of course, Trandy, the generations are completely different. Now, of course, I'm older than my wife, and I was brought up with, it's funny because I was brought up a little differently, but, and I'll say this, when I was dating, and you don't even realize you do this, but when I was dating as a teenager, it was like, dang, I just took her out. I didn't even get a kiss. Think about it. Yeah, I know, Fred. Yeah, that's old news, buddy. Old news. I know you're jealous. I know you're jealous. I'm just saying. I know you're jealous. So, I think about that now, and I'm like, dang, was I like that? And let me tell you something. When he wrote this book, it really made me change how I perceived things, how I looked at things. And it's how I'm raising my sons. And how I'm going to. I'm as old as time, and his wife is younger than me. Wait a second. Kodiak, how old are you? My wife is 34. Waiting. My wife is 34. Oh, damn. Check that out. Oh, Bear Out, you call her your old lady? Really? Really? Come on. You know, all that says, the fact that Dom and mine's wives are so close in age, it just goes to show that Dom's probably more mature in retrospect than I am, too much, or in what's a good way of putting it? Dom's probably closer to her maturity than I am. I'm so immature that it just worked that I had to marry a younger woman. So I'm just saying. Yeah, see, yeah, Dom's probably 10 times more mature than me. You know, either that or my wife. I think my wife is 10 times more mature than Dom. So, I mean, I think that may have something to do with this. Okay? So, yeah, personally, I think it's the other way around. I think my wife is so mature that she's able to hang with me. So, yeah. Just saying. Hey, Big Drum. What size shirt do I wear? I like wearing 2XLs, but an XL's kind of snug on me. Shows off my man boobs a little bit. I know I have to be all right. I have to convince myself somehow. Dang it, Dom. They're extra large bacon tits. So, I'm just saying. Yeah, there you go, Kodiak. I was hoping we had more trolls in here, but none of them showed up. I tried. Yeah, I know, Spencer. Yeah, it's a rough crowd, man. Man. $21-0. Jeez, I did better last time. Dom, I don't smoke. At least not cigarettes. I smoke a good cigar, but that's not a fag. If I got enough PayPals, I would show my man. No, there's no money to buy that. Uh-uh. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Guys, you know, I spend a good half of the show getting my subject matter, and you know, and then when I get through that, you guys drag me into these squirrels. It's terrible. You guys are awful. Yeah. Send me some honey, my PayPal, so me and Drum Bear don't have to wear the same shirts. I can afford some different ones. Dom, advertise your PayPal on your own stream, you whore. Yeah, right. Yeah, you just did mine, so why would you even think that? Yeah, you whore. That's funny. Hey, Brian. So what I'm going to try to do tomorrow is I'm going to try to do some of the Kobudo weaponry I had talked about and kind of demonstrate that. Seeing that I'm going to be home tomorrow. And what I'm going to try to do is I really should have started soaking the tatami rolls yesterday, but 24 hours or, that should be good enough to get a decent cut. Yeah, Big Drum, we're nuts. Yeah. Upgrade my weapons. Shoot fireworks from the back of my truck while streaming. No, not gonna happen. Said Dumb Jack. Oh, you guys are nuts. Wait a second, have you seen Stefan Molyneux's Duke Pestas? No, I have not. Mayor, I'm gonna check that out then, now that you said it. HOA, no, they wouldn't, no. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to have some fireworks tomorrow because I'm in an area where we can light them off, but I'm going to try to do my stream in the middle of the day. It's going to be hot, but it won't be a very long stream. I'll still do, 30 minutes, but it'll be in the backyard. And I'll quickly go through the Kobe-Do demonstration, and I'll try to get the live cut done. If I'm only going to soak them for 15 or 16 hours, then I'll only do one roll. If I could get them to soak the 2 days they're supposed to, then I'd do a multi-roll cut. But 8 to 10 degrees cooler tomorrow with a chance of rain. Well, I wouldn't mind an overcast, Spencer. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that if it's going to be like that. Yeah, Tranny, I'm not your type. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to get on tonight because I'm going to be editing the other speaker that came to the seminar this Saturday, and that's, of course, Stephen Williford. And I'm really looking forward to that because that blew me away to hear the full story and one that the media didn't tear apart. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to edit that and clean up the video because it's a little shaky. I was trying to hold the damn camera still for 30, 40 minutes. So, yeah, Spencer, that was awesome. And I love the fact that you, me, and Fred got to hang out and got to go to a place after and have a beer and just kind of talk. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, hey guys, it's time for me to go and get out of here, but remember, demand your rights. Fight for them. Don't back down from them. They're your rights. If you don't use them, you're going to lose them. Okay? Also, make sure that you're armed. Okay? Make sure that you're licensed and you're trained. Don't just because you know how to shoot a gun doesn't mean you're licensed to retain it. Okay? Retention is important. So, don't just train in your firearm. Make sure that you train in self-defense so you know how to fight. Okay? And this is how you're truly going to defend yourself, your family, your loved ones, and the people around you. Okay? God bless everyone.